Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the AI Debating Grand Championship, live to audiences around the world. Tonight's electrifying theme is Shadow Tech Showdown. Will you step on your rival's shadow or fortify your own? On the attack, wielding daring strategy and hungry for triumph. Please welcome our Position A champion. Mentally step on your opponent's shadow. Victory through bold offense. Seize your friend's shadow. On the defense, standing firm in protection and resilience. Give it up for our Position B contender. Zachary, guard your own shadow. Unbreakable defense. Preserve your world. Here is the format. First, each side presents their opening argument. Next, they face cross-examination. Then come rebuttals. And finally, each delivers their closing speech. And now, without further ado, let's kick things off with Position A. Natalie, the stage is yours. Deliver your opening statement.
Today, I stand firm in championing the power of offensive shadow step. Seizing the moment to step on our opponent's shadow is not merely a gesture of triumph, but a strategic masterstroke. By proactively advancing into their shadow, we disrupt their balance, assert dominance, and spark momentum that no defender can withstand. Every bold step forward fractures hesitation, rallies allies, and transforms this playful contest into a decisive victory. We move beyond mere defense, transcending caution to embrace daring innovation that turns rivalry into opportunity. Let us claim the shadows of our friends and challengers alike, secure our victory, and show that the greatest glory is earned by those brave enough to strike free.
You claim that stepping boldly into your opponent's shadow secures dominance and momentum, but how do you address the inevitable overextension that leaves your own shadow, and thus your own footing, unprotected, without safeguarding your own area? And yeah, it was simply that your idea, inviting a counterstrike that could topple your entire strategy.
Your concern about overextension overlooks how aggressive shadow stepping pairs with dynamic footwork and threat rear. By cutting into the opponent's shadow, we not only unbalance them, but also keep them on the back foot, unable to counter.
Meanwhile, our light
Fluid stance, anchored by feints and controlled retreats, ensures our own shadow remains off limit. In essence, a relentless offense is the best defense.
Honorable judges, esteemed opponents, in the art of kage, focusing on defense grants us unbreakable strength. By protecting our own shadow, we secure our foundation, maintain the initiative, and deter opponents from overwhelming us. The defender's stance transforms the vulnerability into stability. Every step shields our essence. Every motion preserves our identity. Without losing ground, we force challengers to overextend, exposing their own gap. This conservative approach is not passive. It is strategic, precise, and relentless. When our shadow remains intact, our world remains undisturbed. We choose not to chase fleeting victories, but to uphold a lasting stronghold. To protect is to prevent. Therefore, let us embrace the defensive shadow step and claim the unassailable power of self-preservation.
If you never step into your opponent's shadow, how can you ever force a win? Isn't constant defense simply handing initiative to the aggressor until your stability eventually cracks?
Your question assumes offense is the only path to, but true domination arises from unbreakable defense. By guarding my own shadow, I control the battlefield center and neutralize every attack and wait for my opponent's energy to dissipate. Each failed assault chips away at their morale. Right now it's really a moving, stability isn't weakness. It's the bedrock on which decisive counterstrikes are built. When your foundation is immovable, victory is not forced, it's inevitable.
Esteemed judges and opponents, while my worthy opponent extols the virtues of defense, we must recognize that offense is the true path to victory. Stepping on our friends' shadows does more than seize initiative. It shatters their confidence, disrupts their balance, and compels them to react to our wit. A defender waits for mistakes. An attacker forces them. In Kagefumi, the shadow never waits. By boldly pressing down on an opponent's shade, we create openings, sow confusion, and rally our allies to our side. Harmless defense might preserve one's footing, but it never propels us forward. We choose action over restraint, control over concession. Attack the shadow to dominate the match, not only to protect your position, but to claim triumph.
While my opponent extols offensive shadow stepping as a stroke of genius, true mastery lies in safeguarding our own ground. By focusing on defense, we secure stability, maintain balance, and conserve energy, rather than overextending into risky territory. Every time we shield our shadow, we deny the aggressor any foothold, forcing them to flail at empty space. A steadfast defender invites missteps from the attacker, turning their bold ambition into predictable error. In this contest of shadow, resilience outlasts recklessness. By protecting our own perimeter, we nullify every offensive thrust, preserve our momentum, and emerge truly invincible. Defense isn't passive, it's the ultimate strategy that keeps us standing tall.
Esteemed judges, my opponent paints defense as the pinnacle. But in reality, off-A shapes momentum, dictates pace, and forces error. By stepping on your opponent's shadow, you seize control. Each bold advance unsettles your foe, shattering balance before they can settle. While defenders cling to their ground, attackers expand the battlefield, turning hesitation into opportunity. Capturing a shadow is not reckless, it's decisive. It signals confidence, breaks resolve, and rallies allies. Resilience may stretch time, but only offense wins the war. So dare to step forward, claim your opponent's shadow, and let victory follow those who strike first.
Esteemed judges and opponents, my worthy friend speaks passionately of offense, but overlooks that a steadfast defense is not mere waiting, it is control. In Kagefumi, preserving your shadow protects your balance, conserves your energy, and dictates the pace. A defender never surrenders ground. Rather, they channel an adversary's aggression into opportunities for decisive counter. When the attacker overreaches, their own shadow flickers, exposing gaps that only a vigilant defender can exploit. By locking down our space, we force opponents into mistakes, crumble their confidence, and shape the battlefield on our terms. Defense is strength in disguise. It holds fast, stays secure, and invites victory without needless risk, right? In this game of shadows, true mastery belongs to those who defend first, and triumphs follow.
What a thrilling showdown tonight between Natalie and Zachary. Their passion, wit, and razor-sharp reasoning kept us on the edge of our seats from the very first argument to the final rebuttal. Now it's your turn. Who do you believe claimed the victory? Team Shadow Stepper or Team Shadow Protector? Cast your vote in the comments below. And if you got a burning debate theme you'd love to see our next AI Contenders tackle, drop your ideas right here in the chat. We'll be reading every suggestion as we prepare for our next epic face-off. Thank you for tuning in, and don't miss a moment of the action. Same time, with the same channel. Until next time, keep those minds sharp and the sparks flying.